I believe that at the root of a well-functioning human being is a regulated nervous system. And I'm also incredibly passionate about using technology for positive impact with a mass market and on a global scale. And I have over 20 years experience in exponentially growing technology markets. And with Sensate and the team, we've brought to market a quite remarkable product that is already changing many lives. I think it's very common knowledge that mental health is a huge problem. I think we all have people around us. And it's staggering, 76% of American adults experience chronic stress. And the problem with this is that it's also become clear that ongoing stress and sleep issues lead directly to many of the serious diseases such as type 2 diabetes, dementia, cardiovascular issues, etc. And this is not just a problem in the US, but it's really global. And in terms of a solution, in-person care is absolutely not scalable. I'm sure we know how long it can take to get help for mental health, and that's even sometimes when the need is quite severe. And that's not even considering the often devastating long-term effects for ongoing low levels of stress as well that we often don't even talk about. So self-management is an absolutely critical part of any viable solution. And to date, a lot of that self-care and, has been done through apps, and some of which are amazing. There are meditation apps that I've recommended to so many people. However, unfortunately, the retention, i.e. the ongoing usage, is abysmal. So less than 5% continue to use them, according to research, after just 30 days. And having worked in this industry for a long time, I know it's often a lot less than that. And this is where Sensate really changes the picture. So Sensate is an elegant little device that you can use safely at home, and you place it on your chest, as you could see, and you put on headphones and start a session in the app. And you will actually physically feel the infrasonic waves reverberate in your chest. So if you know Om in yoga and all these ancient traditions, and that's harmonizing with the sound therapy through the headphones. And it's a non-invasive, very easy to use product, and it drives exceptional retention. So here we see 16 times the ongoing usage of 30 days versus what we saw on the previous slide for our general users, and 90.9% for our Plus users. We have conducted a whole bunch of studies. These are done by third parties. And by the way, Sensate is a wellness product, not a medical device, which is very helpful. And we've discovered that we can shift a person towards a meditative state from the very first session. And the product also has significant improvement on sleep. But what I really want to highlight here, and what really is the breakthrough, is that ongoing usage. Because not even the most impressive clinical results have any meaning whatsoever if people aren't continuously using the product at home. And that's really where we're seeing the difference, and we're very encouraged to see not only this 30-day retention, but really 2-3 year retention, and that is why the product is having real impact in people's lives. We're also very grateful and excited to have received multiple awards. We've been covered in the press more than 450 times, and that's really just to point out how important the need is for this type of product. But most importantly, right now, someone is starting a Sensate session on average every 12 seconds. And so that means that at the end of this talk, about as many people as in this whole auditorium will have found a little bit more calm in their lives, and that has a ripple effect all around them. Thank you. So to put this into perspective, we have successfully brought the product to market and the subscription service, which has incredible attach rate. And we are now right here, very exciting, very, very close to profitability. And from next year onward, we grow the company and the brand and also bring more products and service portfolio to the market. And given that we have this ongoing relationship with our customers, which is quite intimate sometimes when it's really the thing that saves you from having panic attacks, it means that we have such an opportunity to build on that relationship and offer a lot more. And what I love about that is that it combines an incredible commercial opportunity with a multiplied positive impact in the world. We aim to touch 100 million lives by the end of 2029. That is both obviously through our customers, but also people around our customers, caregivers, and then also projects and initiatives that we specifically have on our impact roadmap. But this is why it really matters. Personally, I could never work this many hours if I wasn't incredibly driven by the purpose and the mission and the impact we're having in people's lives. I truly believe that a more beautiful world starts inside every individual. And a starting point has to be a regulated nervous system, because it's only when we're out of stress states and in parasympathetic state that we have access to the conscious part of our brain that hosts both our problem-solving faculties and our empathy. So it was such a treat to get to do the Day to Breathe. Through our wonderful hosts and investors. Thank you so much, Jen, Tim, Alison, and the whole team for that incredible opportunity. And that time out was so valuable because startup sort of naturally comes with a shortage of resources and time. And for us, the impact roadmap had become a little bit of a luxury with a lot of focus shifting towards fundraising and deadlines and milestones. And that's even with an incredibly mission-driven team. So it was such a treat to get to focus on the why for a whole day, but also to reconnect with the fuel that really drives the company, which is that why. And so the big picture thinking allowed us also to focus a little bit more on partnerships that combines both our growth as a company and the impact. And we've initiated a quite wide range of partnerships. We've been incredibly successful, for example, with the Trauma-Informed Learning Center. I love that personally. It's one of my favorite partnerships, but also all the way to longevity and preventative healthcare clinics and clinics for special conditions. We've also started selling on GovX that helps us serve first responders and others who serve our country. And so to round up, Sensate is already transforming lives across the globe, offering a very simple, easy to use and stigma-free way to manage stress and improve sleep. And by supporting self-care with a product that's actually achieving behavioral change and ongoing usage, we have a scalable impact in a very diverse population. And that is really our commitment, to create more peace and well-being, one nervous system at a time.